Hello, I'm Ilona. Hello, everyone who is watching later. Welcome to one of my series, live series. I am Ilona, founder of Amber Aesthetics, and this month is about skincare. And first week we will be talking about what kind of products should I use or how to have it and what the younger self I would give as advice. And today my guest is Barbara Fitzpatrik, who I am now inviting to my live, and she is a distributor and Kindred Business Network small business founder and amazing lady who I am so pleased to meet and to get to know. Thank you, Barbara, for coming today.
Thank you very much, Ilona. It's nice to be here.
Excellent. I will pin a note about our subject today, what we are talking, and can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you okay now. Thank you. Yeah.
Good. How are you feeling today? I'm very excited. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, I'm feeling good today. I'm looking forward to our conversation. I could talk about skincare and healthy aging and nutrition all day long.
Excellent. I remember when we first spoke face to face, and I was telling that I have a holistic approach to the skincare, and I find that it's very important. You was like, exactly what I've been doing and thinking. It's just like our thoughts and the conversation was flowing so easily that it's just really nice.
So you were asking me what advice would I give to my younger self. Sorry, I've just seen that now. You were asking me what advice would I give to my younger self?
I was talking about how we are talking when we first met, but in the subject down, I added the information what we're talking today approximately about, what the
Okay.
advice would give to your younger self. And yeah, that's I would actually would like that you little bit tell about yourself so people can get to know you and find out more about you and then know where to look for if they are.
Oh, thank you very much, Ilona. So I'm an independent consultant with a business called Arbon, and I've been working with Arbon for about 3 years now. And I can honestly say it has completely changed my whole approach to healthy living and to just how to kind of look after myself and more from the inside out. So that's kind of one way Ilona and I are definitely aligned, that it is all about an holistic approach, and what you put into your body is what is represented on your skin. So there's no point in spending a fortune on skincare and then eating rubbish, because that's just not going to work. So one of the reasons I joined Arbon and I distribute their products is because I was very aligned with their values of sustainability and vegan plant-based products. The products have never been tested on animals in the 40 years that they've been producing skincare. And even before being vegan was kind of popular, Arbon's always been vegan. It's never used any animal colorings or flavorings in their skincare. And they always use independent studies to research and test the quality of the products. And we're always looking for new ingredients and safer plants. And so we don't have any chemicals, and we've just been accredited with a sustainability award because we put product and people before profit. So and you know, I started doing their 30 days nutritional 30 days to healthy living plan, which is all about gut health. And as you know, Ilona, your digestive tract is where you produce all of your serotonin. So not only does looking after your gut make you feel good, it makes you be a little bit happier too. So I do the 30 days to healthy living plan twice a year. And I do that because it gives all my organs, my natural detox organs, a chance to sort of rest. So it's a bit like having an MOT on your body twice a year. And then you just feel very energized. It helps your skin look better. It helps you to sleep better because you're removing all the foods that don't serve you. So I love helping people to get on that plan and start that journey towards kind of learning healthy eating tips that really can serve you for life.
Yes, that's the thing, that it's like at the beginning when I speak about all these things, it feels like it's too much, but actually it is little steps which is needs to be implemented. Like for example, you come to my Sunday classes as well, and I am every time giving you some little tips that you can implement them and you remember how to do them, and I think it's the way forward. And I think in the future as well, there is always will be these sustainable products which are put ethics at the first, at the heart, will be blooming in the future more, rather than the consumerism and making most of the profits. And that's
Yeah.
what I see and I like as well.
And
What
I think one of the things I love about your class on Sunday is it's a whole new learning experience for me, actually learning how to properly um, exercise the muscles in my face and things I didn't know anything about before. So it's a wonderful experience, not just with the meditation, but what you learn about simple things that if you do them over time, and they only take a few minutes every day, actually can make a huge difference to how you look. So that's part of your holistic approach to aging, isn't it? It's not just the products, but it's what you do with the exercising the different muscles in your face.
Yes, yes, absolutely. It's just actually, I see that Penny is joining us as well. I will read it out later. Thank you all ladies who coming and watching. It's lovely to see you here. But I wanted to say that the forgot the uh, the skin care, yeah, the muscle and the skin is the two things which we need to address, and it's very important to have like a the face is that organ which we don't cover, not in winter, not in summer. And apart from now with the masks which we are using quite often, and they start to have the important thing, that the muscle and the skin which is addressed. And I will, yeah, show later my favorite gadgets as well, which are I think everybody should have in their house to lift up the muscle.
So what is your favorite gadget, Ilona?
My favorite gadgets are I prepared is one which is towards the muscle. So because we most of the time when we mimic, we are using they call depressory muscles, that they are like all in the different moods. The smile is the only positive, the muscle which is, but when we do our mimics, our muscle starts to contract and we need to relax them, the most important. And then the Rio face lift, or there is equivalent like a new face or face gym, which are working in a deeper muscles and contracting, and it's like a workout. For some people it's face yoga, that is a brilliant, but with face yoga you need to have every day, at the beginning 2 times a day, and at least minimum 1 hour, because each muscle you work out about 10 to 20 seconds to build up, like going to the gym, you build up as well in your face the muscles to start to lift up and hold up. and that is for me is the fastest way is to use the Rio gadget machine. And the second one is the face roller, which I think everybody as well should have in a house. It's especially after aesthetic treatments. I noticed to maintain the youthful look, the results that we went to spend the money in the aesthetic clinic, it needs to be maintained. And this is, it brings the blood flow to the surface. It creates from the underneath, the feeds the skin, and it keeps younger looking and creates the collagen, and it's very for the hair growth. I've been as well recovering my eyebrows and hairline as well to maintain. And this is what one of I think these are the help tools which save the time and keeps the maintaining youthful look.
Yeah, and it's interesting, isn't it? Because we all exercise our bodies. We think that's the most normal thing in the world to do. You know, we run or we do yoga or aerobics or something. But I had never really, before I met you, thought about that actually it's important to exercise the muscles in your face as well.
Absolutely. It's the same. It's like we thinking that with the body, and what is as well with the posture, when we do yoga and we do exercises, once we straighten the posture, our wrinkles reduces already so much faster, because when we go this way, the double chin goes. When we straighten, we straight away, the skin is straightening and the muscle is kind of stretching and reduces half of the wrinkles which we actually create by the posture. And that's definitely the physical is so important, but I want to welcome as well to do face muscles as well to work out.
Yeah, well, I'm straightening up as I'm talking to you, just hearing that. I must sit up straight.
And the Penny says, to my younger self, I would say, relax. You can do whatever you set your mind to do. I absolutely agree, because in this way as well, the mindset is very important for us to help.
Yes.
Nothing gonna help, you are right. But if you're saying everything is working, I am doing it, you are right too, isn't it? For you, how do you find the Arbonne Cosmetics, how it's been helping for you to bring your health beauty routine into your life?
Well, I think the first thing is that I use the Age Well Arbonne product, and it's got 3 ingredients that really help. So the first thing is that it uses bakuchi oil, which is a plant-based retinol. It's the only plant-based retinol alternative on the market, and that just naturally helps to reduce wrinkles. It's then secondly got stabilized vitamin C. And what that does is that helps with your collagen, because as you know, you produce less collagen as you get older, and that helps the collagen through moisturization. And then the final thing is that it uses sustainable plant stem cell extract. So those 3 things, which are in all of the Age Well products, are what really kind of helps my skin. And I use, I have a routine morning and evening, and I think one of the most important things in the routine is to be using serum, because serum is like a superfood for your skin. And I think really you're never too young to start using serums. I mean, what would you recommend would be the age to start using a facial serum?
That's a good question, because most of the time young girls sometimes start to use some serums, which are, we think that you are too young, you don't need to use it. You are right, but I would say even that once a month is actually not bad to start to see it, because the aging starts to kick in when you are in your 20s, and then it starts the reversible happening, and you start to lose your moisture cells. And that's why I think it's maybe once a month to start to use those good products, good serums on your face is the one of the good things. And it's and the longer you grow and age, you will notice how it actually helps to slow down the aging. And when we are in our aging, like you and I, we actually start to use several serums like vitamin C and hyaluronic and collagen at the same night products. We do cocktails now. We put much more stronger ingredients. And once a week, I would suggest to do fasting when we don't apply anything, just to kind of give your skin on the face like a little shock. It's like, oh, I'm not getting ingredients. So it's like in our body when we do the fasting, it's happening that it starts to rejuvenate itself. It's understand, okay, I have to work my own and I can't be lazy. And that's what I would suggest, that it's to start from quite in your 20s, you can start slowly bringing into your routine some serums, definitely. Because when you're young, you use a lot of makeup, and makeup is worst thing, it's drying skin. The same as well, I would say, it's very important to use from early age a skin protection, sun protection, SPF. And it is... there is a lot of products, but I know on the market is one of the most popular and legitimate is this Helio Care, and it has so big range that it's possible to use as a spray, as a tinted moisture tinted foundation, or just pure. That's definitely I would recommend. And you mentioned that the gut system is so important, detox. Do you recommend the detox as well? How is for you?
I do. Yes, I do, Ilona. I think, I mean, as I said, I do it twice a year. And what I do is just remove the foods that don't serve me. So I cut out alcohol and wheat and dairy and soy and gluten and anything that's processed, basically. And then one of the things I learned was when you do the 30-day plan with Arbonne, you get a nutritional coach through a private Facebook group. You get all the recipes. You can do a vegan or a non-vegan version. And I've learned to cook things that I would never have cooked before, which are really healthy, really satisfying, easy to cook, and they don't have everything is just completely natural. And what it does is just when I do the plan, I get a lot of energy, and I don't really carry a lot of excess weight, so it's not a weight loss program. But when I did it the first time, I lost 4 pounds, but it was all off my tummy. But I actually lost 7.5 inches around my body, because what the detox plan does is it helps remove the sludge that we carry around in our system. It's not very pleasant, but we're all carrying, somewhere I think between 2.5 and 5 kilograms of sludge. And when you do the natural detox, so it's not extremes of dieting or extremes of starvation or calorie counting or anything like that. It's literally just taking away the foods that don't serve you. It helps you to figure out if you have any allergies, because you reintroduce them slowly. But what it does is it just gently helps the body to completely detox and get rid of all the toxins. So it's more like a cellular cleansing. So the side effect of cellular cleansing is that you lose weight and you lose inches. But of course, as women, we always want to lose weight and inches. So lots of people come at it from that point of view. But actually, it is primarily about gut health, because our gut is so important. It's so important to have a healthy gut. And there's one product which I use every single day in life, which is called Digestion Plus, and it's got probiotics, prebiotics, and digestive enzymes. So it's just a plant-based powder. I mix that with water, but what it does is it stops kind of bloating, and it absolutely, keeps your gut healthy. And a healthy gut is just so important now, as more and more research is being done to understand, you know, our digestive tract and how it works, and how it, you know, that helps with our immune system and to stay healthy and well.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yeah, I have as well been following the gut system, which I have now as well been using, and I definitely recommend omega-3, which
Yeah.
I have from the Zinzino product. For your younger self, what was the mistakes, the common mistakes, what you were making to your,
Oh my
what would you
goodness.
say?
I
Don't
think,
do it. Don't do it.
yeah, don't go to bed with your makeup on. I was terrible for going out on nights out and then not taking my makeup off. That has got to be the worst thing you can do for your skin. And I
We
think
all been
we've
there.
all, yeah. Now,
Yeah.
no matter how late it is, I always take all my makeup off, cleanse my skin, moisturize my skin. I kind of could do that in my sleep now, but I wish I had done that when I was younger. That was my biggest mistake, I think.
Yes, because it's what it does. It's the uh, creates the drying. It draws out the moisture out of your skin, and because the makeup is actually toxin, it puts poison in your body, and it creates the lymph kind of tries to cleanse itself, and because it can't clean because the system is very slow in our parts, it creates swelling. So what you do, you wake up with the makeup on and you are swollen face, and that is the results of the makeup. Sometimes when we don't understand the things, we are kind of seeing and doing it, but it's
Yeah,
very important to understand what's happening to yourself and how you're doing, and the mindset when we are like, I can promote my aging or I can reduce my aging, and that is the best thing what we actually can do. And
yeah.
from our for our younger self, to give advice, don't sleep with your makeup, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it's interesting you say, I mean, makeup again is something that, as you absolutely rightly say, it's just so full of chemicals. So the other thing I would advise is try to use the best products you can, including makeup. So try to use makeup that's natural and not full of, you know, cosmetics, which many of them are. But you can, you know, I mean, Arbonne, all of Arbonne's products are vegan, including the makeup range as well. So I would suggest that buy whatever is the best that you can afford, um, rather than buying cheap products that are full of chemicals, because as you say, they they poison your skin.
Yeah, I as well would say that even the expensive doesn't mean the best, because most of the big brands doesn't use the best products because they
Yeah,
have 70% invest into the adverts and only 30% use the product. And that's why I would say that Arbonne is a much more better product, because it's gonna have this the through the distribution that saves the money on adverts, and gonna rather give the products by its value and quality, and it's not gonna
yeah,
have. So it's something in the end, uh, like as well, the using the products, it actually lasts you as well longer, because it doesn't need to use a big amount, isn't it?
yeah. That's absolutely true, Ilona. You hit the nail on the head with, because Arbonne doesn't advertise, it doesn't distribute through stores. All of the investment goes into the quality of the product, and they now been awarded with B Corporation status. And what that means is that they can evidence the quality of the product, the investment in saving the planet, and looking after the planet and people before profit. And they are the only, I think, makeup and skincare organization to have been awarded B Corporation. Um, so that's great for the business, because it helps people to understand what the core of Arbonne is, which is making sure they have products that are safe for women and men. Now men use skincare too, to use. So yeah, I think that's important.
Yes, yes, and yeah, because I am being in Zinzino as well products. They only have serum, which is uh, targeting elasticity and the collagen
Yeah,
production, and it's just, I would say, if you invest into money, if you have little money, the only investment is the best to invest into the serum, because the cream and the face wash can be just the basic ones, but the best food, like you said, is the, like how to use the serums, that's the superfood for you. It
yeah,
is the serum where you
yeah,
should spend the money, and
yeah,
that's the way how to more analyze, not rather than to buy uh, cheap cheap serum and cheap face wash and spend money on the shadows or foundation, but it's rather to distribute and understand where is the value, and then
yeah.
focus money as well on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely right. And if you were saying that when you buy a good product that is a plant-based product, it's not it you don't have to use so much. So actually the products last a long time. I mean, with Arbonne, the foundation would last you nearly 6 months, even if you're using it every day, because there's so much coverage. And we have a beautiful primer, which is like putting silk on your skin. And it puts, it goes on top of the moisturizer and below the foundation or tinted moisturizer, and it makes your makeup last for like 12 hours and look lovely, but you only need to use a very small amount.
Yes,
So
that's what I as well started to use, definitely, and I would recommend to implement in your before the foundation or SPF, always to use primer, because the primer is like a sealing, so the
yeah,
moisture doesn't evaporate and the chemical products and pollution doesn't penetrate inside, so it's like a good barrier. And because the SPF and foundation is drawing, or at least slows
yeah,
down, and that's what is so good. The have have you done Zinzino balance test to find out your omega-3 index in your blood cells? Yes, I did the Zinzino blood test, and it showed me that I've been actually starving my body. Although I was thinking that I eat healthily, and that was a very big shock for me. And what I like about, yeah, Zinzino, the basic, that they start from the blood test, the science, and move on from there. That um, it's not the plasma that it's been analyzed, but cell membrane. It's the
yeah.
molecules, all the small ones. Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
And Ilona, I know when someone comes to you, you work holistically with them. So can you maybe share with us how you do that? Because you don't just do one thing, you take a whole holistic approach. So how do you do that with clients?
Yes, what I do, I first we arrange one-to-one Zoom session, like soon will be face-to-face or Zoom session, because I can do worldwide as well. So I send out the questionnaire to
Mhm.
understand the consultation, where you at, do you use any products, what is your routine, how long has been your problem occurring, what are you aware of, do you have any health issues, what is your diet like, what is, and all these questions is quite long, but it's important for me understand where you're standing at. And then once we are on a Zoom, then we can straight get into the point. I don't need to ask any more these basic questions, and we are talking through straight away by going by points, touching the what is the skincare products, what are you using, what should you start to use, what you need to add to your existing, or what you need to buy. Then we go through your health system, what you are using, what kind of supplements, have you had any skin issues, allergies, anything. Then we create that package, and then we see on the mindset, how do you see the beauty routine, how committed you are, how motivated. And then I give different advices. Then I am explaining how to slowly implement it into your daily life so you don't get overwhelmed. And then after 3 months, I'm giving follow-up call to see where you are, what is, how you going through, what is happening, how is moving on, if you need any more help. And then extra like possibilities is what I am thinking now, to add as well, like into the monthly facials, that it's like a membership subscription that you come for monthly facials. Or as well, we are see what aesthetic treatments we can do and maintain as possible your youthful look, and just try to slowly reverse it and then maintain, which is possible to kind of look and feel. That's my approach.
And I love the way you talk about, because some people would feel a bit overwhelmed, and you can kind of manage that and make it bespoke for an individual around how committed they are and how much time they want to spend on their looks. But I love that approach, because I think you make it relevant for every individual woman, because we're all different and we all approach things in different ways. But would you say, because I sometimes, people say to me, oh, it's too late for me now to start looking after my skin. But what's your view? Is it ever too late?
I think it's never too late. It's just something which you are prepared to commit, because the earlier the better, of course. But it's something which is, you need to understand how your position where you are now. If you are in your 40s, you see how you look now, and you understand that last 3 years you started to age quite rapidly. So you understand that it's not gonna be 3 months or 6 months program that you're gonna slow down the aging. It's probably gonna be longer. So we start probably to do some skin aesthetic treatments to kind of reverse the aging, and then start to maintain the youthful look and that beauty. And it might take a year or a year and a half, and it depends. If you are older, that aging reversible treatment, it takes again a bit longer. So it depends where you are, but it's never too late, because we all want to live healthier, younger, longer, more beautiful, and that's what it's all about. And the earlier we start to commit, the better it is for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's the wonderful thing now, is that, you know, they say 60 is the new 40, and actually women are getting younger looking and doing more now in their 50s and 60s than they ever did before. So it's wonderful.
Yes, we have a man as well here. What advice who would like to look 36 again? It's again the same thing. It's you have to use your daily facial routine, and to work on the muscles to lift them up, because it's the same like women. Of course, women, unfortunately, their estrogen is after 35 starts rapidly to slow down, and that's when the aging rapidly kicks in. For men, it's much slower. but it's as well the same thing. I would recommend for a man to use the home gadget to use, and to do probably some aesthetic treatments to reverse and then just to maintain. That's the best advice I can give. And definitely to look after your gut health, what you're eating, because that's age you very, very fast, the food especially. With
Yeah, and
my
it's interesting, I think, because men have got more, you know, it was before, it was more just maybe gay men who really looked after themselves, but now all men are starting to use creams and things that they might never have done before, even if it's just moisturizer and stuff. So I think that's a whole new market for you to be able to look at and support.
I think it's only congratulations to those men, because it looks just when you enter in a Google a good body male man with a like a fit, you can find 76-year-old with a very face dropped muscles, or 76-year-old face, but the body is like a 40-year-old, and it just like shows how actually we are disconnected from the face and the body, but it's all as one, and we need to work on the face muscles as well, not just on the body. And it's something which is interesting to see as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I shall have to look that up. But you're right. We've always exercised our bodies and never really thought about exercising our faces because, as you say, it's something that we never cover up apart from the face masks we're using. And it's almost like we kind of take for granted. And I guess women can use makeup, whereas men can't. They don't, well, mostly they don't wear makeup. So there's nowhere for them to hide.
Yes, yes, absolutely. It's just something which is for us, for women, the makeup doesn't, it speeds our aging, unfortunately. We look for the night very beautiful, but unfortunately it's not the best thing for us to use. And it's, yeah. But overall, yeah, it's something which is definitely is worth to remind, I think, and talk about. It's something. Well, we've been talking very, very interesting conversations, and it's the time flown. For our recap, I would suggest that you said the daily skincare routine. Yeah, you would
Yeah,
recommend,
yeah.
and
Morning and evening. Yeah, absolutely, Ilona. Yeah.
yes, and some serums.
Yes.
Definitely wash face before going to bed. That
Yes.
that's for sure. I would recommend definitely to look into the home gadgets to see what is the help tools, because it's once you buy it, it stays with you forever, and it's such a good investment. It's just you need to find your mindset to find the way how to commit and use them. But once you're over that you find the time with yourself and find great time. It's just great live, ladies. Thank you, Darren. And yes, it's something which I would definitely recommend to look into the home gadgets and start to use quite early your skin serums, because it's
Yeah.
something which will help, because you early start to use makeup and we don't realize how damaging it is to our skin, and it promotes all the aging process, and it's important for us. So it's
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
thank you for coming, Barbara. It's been
Oh,
pleasure
thank you. I've really
to you.
enjoyed talking to you, and I've learned so much from coming along to your Sunday classes, just about how to exercise your face. So I would recommend, if anyone wants to find out what are the things you could do, and just taking a few minutes every day will absolutely make a difference, not just to your skin, but actually to the muscles in your face and how, you know, lifted it looks. So I definitely recommend that.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you. Thank you for everyone for watching this video and for your hearts. It's really lovely to see you here. Thank you. Bye.
Good night, Ilona. Thanks very much. Lovely to speak to you as always.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.